We have all the receipts to help you understand why the internet is going crazy and why insiders are leaking information. How is this startling revelation made public? Really, what's happening behind the scenes? And most importantly, what comes? Next, you will be shocked to learn the reality of this story. Claressa Shields' shocking disclosure that Papoose is her baby daddy caught everyone off guard. The reaction was completely disorganized. When it came to her reaction, Remy Ma did not do well when he made the startling announcement that left everyone stunned. The crowd surged. When he said that Remy Isley cheated on Papoose, the matter became more heated. He was unrestrained in his judgment of Remy for abandoning the guy who had been her loyal friend for years. She had cheated on Papoose, in his perspective, and he made sure that everyone knew it. The most startling thing was that EA's made no effort to deny the adultery allegations in his interviews. Despite Papoose's repeated claims of love and respect for women, including referring to them as the best, when Papoose learned that he had effectively validated them, he wasted no time in protesting. Instead of getting caught up in the chaos, he reportedly ended his relationship with Remy right away and moved on. Look at his partner, Claressa Shields, the champion herself, a few days prior. Messier had attacked Claressa and Papoose on Instagram, exposing text messages that Claressa had sent to Papoose. Among those notes was the statement, "You accept responsibility. You were the one who was married. You can't at least sleep with me in person or over the phone. Shouldn't be a big problem to tell me you got home safely or that you fell asleep." I get the feeling from Claressa that she is prepared to stand up for herself and might even throw her hands if necessary. Claressa made up what she was writing since Remy wouldn't listen to her attempts to get Papoose to tell her the truth because he didn't want to leave my place. Papa's foolish self slept out while speaking with Claressa Shields. This girl, apparently a boxing champion, hung up the phone in fear when she heard my voice. Even though I told you everything, Remy, wasn't done yet, so you're not alone. Claressa Shields and her public relations staff, she said, had been creating false stories about me every day in order to create Pap, continued instructing me to be silent. Even though I pleaded with him to say something that would make me seem awful and make him appear like an angel for too long. I witnessed it all. Boo. And now that you're so resilient, everyone else will too. Additionally, he stated that you are unattractive and that he would never be with you. I'm exhausted. But the narrative of this New Yorker didn't stop there. Claressa blew up when she found out that Remy had made her public. "I know you hate online drama, but you have to do something about it," she said at Papoose.out here. "I can't expose her. Just so you know, Claressa doesn't need to be involved in a turbulent love relationship with a married guy since she has a blockbuster movie coming out on December 25th. Remy, however, wasn't finished and wrote, "You are a dummy, Papoose." "Hey, Miss Shields," he remarked, taking her phone while he was restrained. "I received all of your texts and pictures from other ladies. Not happy, but all right." Claressa kept calling me, as if she were begging Papoose to be at least one of them. "I don't want to put you through any more pain, so I'll quit. Hey, Miss Shields, I'm a one-boyfriend woman, just like I was a one-husband woman. And I am a good woman at that. To be honest, Claressa may have been begging with Papoose when Remy spat at her. For this reason, people won't just leave. He said that he is a taker rather than a giver, since he thinks he is the prize. And that he would never buy you anything because I am the one with the money. The last straw for Papoose appears to have been when she essentially declared him broke, said, "It's sad to say, but Remy is a narcissist. Okay. She chose to cheat over and over again. Now that I've finally moved on, she's playing the victim. Stop playing with me because I am not the enemy you want. I am not even angry, in fact. I am extremely happy, which is why your man is upset. I've previously asked for a divorce several times, but she would rather have social media influence than handle problems in this manner. For the sake of our 6-year-old child, I didn't want to post this drama online, but I've been quiet long enough. You keep going, but I'll never get anyone arrested. That's another readily proven untruth. You are the one that misled the police by making up text messages from 10 years ago to hide infidelity, which is obviously narcissistic conduct. He then responded to the claims that Remy had cheated on him by seeing someone he knew by saying, "Yesterday, I was at home with told her that we could divorce like adults. But she didn't believe me since I wouldn't pretend that I didn't knock this guy out. The last time I saw him, he was in the fetal position and was quite soft. Even though I still have her mails begging me to lie about it, I didn't even try to defend myself. I knocked him out, and Remy woke him up and took him home for 4 days. When I returned home to spend time with my child, she had been lying once. More self-centered, not because he slept with my wife, but because he shook my hand and then slept with her. I knocked him out. I am with my baby on every important day," Remy claimed, quickly denying that she had abandoned their daughter on Christmas. "You have a severe gambling problem, and you attempted to pressure me for money to ensure a smooth divorce," she said. "I've been begging you to leave and let our divorce go calmly for years. But you would flee if we had a public outburst, just as you exploit my past and the image of the so-called gangster girl to trap me. You even recorded me mocking me for contacting the police while you were threatening me, saying things like, 'Oh, not Remy Ma,' calling the police for help. A snitch is what you are. You're a rat. Call them." They had been claiming things, disputing each other's stories, and trying to steer the conversation with Papoose, who had mostly stayed till his answer made it clear that he had been holding in his annoyance for a while. He said that Remy had turned down his private divorce request because he thought she was seeking publicity. "I am speaking now only because I can no longer ignore the way she is twisting things," he stated. He has frequently said that his 6-year-old daughter is his first priority and that he does not want her to grow up in this mess, especially in light of the pandemonium on social media. Remy strongly denied that he tried to get her placed in jail. When he brought up her suspected adultery, it was the toughest blow. He made it plain that Remy was with someone else when he was at home with their child on Christmas. He said that she refused to handle their divorce like an adult because she did not want the truth to be revealed and accused her of lying to alter the facts. In order to discredit him and defend her own actions, Papoose later acknowledged that he had knocked out the man Remy was seeing. The guy shook his hand, seemed composed, then walked away behind his wife's back, not because of the affair. He described how following the altercation, Remy abandoned him and their daughter for the same man, which Papoose said was the height of treachery. The drama is far from finished, and it doesn't appear like things will improve anytime soon, even though he is over it and has moved on. One of the messiest hip-hop breakups ever is this one. Remy didn't stop there either. She continued berating Papoose, this time for excluding her from the She Wrote to Joe and Your Brothers. "And you made an effort to hide me from everyone." "No," I said. "Don't say anything. Don't show the real him." I was stating, "You will do anything to protect the black love image that I helped you build. And you were perfectly fine letting the world believe lies about me. How many of my friends and family did you intentionally alienate? How many times did you initiate the scenario? By acting as though there was a misunderstanding. They were uncomfortable and suspicious of me as a result of the whispers you shared with them. Every time you minimized my accomplishments, refused to recognize them, or attempted to divert attention to someone else in order to deny me the attention you want, I could see it. You simply looked on helplessly while I lost the people I cared about." She also said that he was envious of her accomplishment, and that she was angry to see others giving her such high praise. High praise. "You tried to shatter my dreams, aspirations, and vision because I wouldn't put you above everyone and everything. You even made a public vow to destroy it, and you were successful. You spread rumors, incited people against me, and did everything in your power to make it fail because you wanted to see me fail," Remy continued without hesitation. "At the beginning of the Battle Rap League, you were upset with me. The fact that I was helping other rappers annoyed you? If yes, how did that make you feel threatened? I decided to go my own way since I didn't want to live in your shadow. She asserted that she was aware that Papoose also controlled the narrative, and that she was tired of the knockout story being used against her. I'm so tired of the knockout tale because you made sure it never finished. Every time it began to fade, you brought it back to life and came up with new ways to inspire others to follow suit. Even if you convinced yourself it would, sure it did if you knew it wouldn't, and you actually came and went like a nighttime robber in a mask. You quickly left when he saw you, but not before giving them more cause to doubt me. My security is aware of your identity. This was a full-fledged fight rather than just a dispute, and neither side was prepared to concede. One's believing fans were now unsure of whom to believe as their love story came to a head. I hope you made it up and then sold it to the entire public. To shape people's opinions of me the way you wanted, you bought information, disseminated false information, and gave battle rappers in my company false information. You made some people doubt me, mistrust me, and turn against me. Why? You couldn't stand it every time I did anything without you. You had to be in command because you wanted to be the hero and I, the evil. Despite all that had transpired, including the deception, manipulation, and treachery, you still had the gall to invite me to the event. Because appearances were more important than truth, you took hold of my hand, smiled for the cameras, and pretended that nothing was wrong. This gave the impression that we were still collaborating. I allowed you to play along because you needed people to still believe in you and the world to see us together. When I wanted to shout, I smiled, and when I wanted to go, I stood with you. Even though I knew it was all lies, I gave you a chance because I saw you today and I won't be silent any longer. You forgot that you assaulted me in the garage. Thus, the pool was never completed. To get you the heck off me, the workman contacted the police. Pap, keep playing tricks on the police. I've finished editing myself. The audio and video come next. Continue to lie. Their marriage is clearly finished at this point, and everything is in a total mess. She said that Papoose had harassed her. To tell the truth, they kept acting like the ideal couple, which fooled everyone for a time. But before the truth is revealed, Remy learned something even more startling. She and Claressa were cool until Claressa started acting strangely toward Papoose. She wished her a happy new year, showed her pictures of Claressa demeaning her, and even sought for advice on how to flaunt her body. This is ridiculous, Remy commented a few days prior to seeking my style advice. Papa has this strange woman. Created I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this clown behavior. She said, so Claressa eventually clapped back after becoming tired of being pulled into the drama. I knew that praising you was wrong, but I didn't say anything when I understood the truth, she continued. You're 29, but I'm not 45 yet, said Remy immediately. You feel comfortable lying to these people because you think you know what I have. But I promise you, you are going to regret this. He likes to give you gifts and flowers, but he didn't answer his phone this week since he was with his other girlfriend. Claressa then adopted the opposing position, claiming that Remy was fabricating texts in order to cause a commotion. Fans are taking sides in the dispute, which doesn't appear to be going away anytime soon. It's crazy that you made fake texts, she put back. Since I'm a woman, you can't harass me. Now that everything is in complete disarray, you're resentful, angry, and making things up. It's finished. But she started a battle with Remy right away, shouting, come get your behind whooped, crash out. Guess what happened on February 2nd when no one was discussing the Vista Cups? Remy turned down her challenge. Remy is undoubtedly a firebrand, and Claressa is a professional boxer with mixed martial arts training. Let's face it, she would have demolished Remy in a matter of seconds, but Remy didn't exactly indicate that she was interested in addition to the block captain's unattractive appearance. Claressa is concerned that he may be proposing to her. Are the reports that he is already having affairs startling to anyone? Given that he is out here showing off his new girlfriend and that Claressa has declared that she is ready to become his wife, Papoose appears to have completely moved on. Even if it appears like their turmoil is far from finished, Remy is most likely enjoying their connection and lamenting how things went somewhere else. Watch to see what happens next.